Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Nemesis Gaming League. I'm joined by Gallium in the booth. It's been a pretty good day, Gallium. I hope you enjoyed the last series. I certainly did. Are you ready for this next one?
I sure am. I really can't tell why you'd be excited about that last series, but it was an all right series. But I'm excited for this one. I just got out of the pits of prospect,
Mm.
and I'm in Chally now, so I'm excited to see how this prospect gameplay is going to go down between the Warhawks and the Wyverns. I do have a little bit of some info about both teams actually, because my good friend
Ooh.
Dino is on the Wyverns and he actually has a concussion. So he's
Oh,
out for the first half of the Nemesis season. And Bondo was kind enough to keep him around. So it's going to be Postman, King Koku, and Allen going up against sinco, Soulless-onkick, Fenrir, and Hazak, whichever three they decide to field on that end. So it should be an interesting match. Hopefully the Wyverns can get a couple of wins, because by the time Dino gets back, you don't want to be in, say, like a 0-9 pit. You want to get at least a couple of wins to make a playoff run late in the season.
yeah, and as a former prospect champion. You obviously know a lot more about this league than I do, but I do see Postman. Postman, wasn't he on our team last season down in
Yeah.
prospect?
Hmm.
Yeah, Postman. He's that dude. I know the name King Koku as well. So the Wyverns, I mean, they still got some familiar faces at least, but the Warhawks. They got one of those Zays, and I don't know which one it is. It says Zay 5. There's at least 12 of them in there. So, and Fenrir, obviously, a very known player around the scene. But that's really all I know on Warhawk. So it's going to be very interesting to see, kind of some new faces, a couple old faces as well. See who really comes out on top here. Gallium, you've got that prospect experience. What kind of things should I expect here tonight? You know a couple of these players, like you said. Are we expecting like a 3-0 sweep here for the Wyverns? Be a Warhawk sweep? I mean, like, what should I get down here with? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, you're 100% correct. I do have that insider information, but
Hmm.
both these teams are kind of like a question mark in my mind, because Wyverns, they have Postman. He is such a talented player. He's really fast and he gets touches that you won't believe. And he's paired up with King Koku, who I wanted last season, but he got sniped from me. Heartbreak emoji. And Allen 5TV, who was a sub last season in Prospect. I don't think I've seen him play, but I've heard he's pretty good. I've heard some rumblings about it. But Warhawks, on the other hand, I've been a Fenrir believer since day one. A lot of people um, are discrediting this Warhawks team, but I'm not, because I think Fenrir is genuinely a very talented player. Hopefully, he proves that right. And he's paired up with Soulless-onkick, who Soulless has been in prospect for a decent amount of time. He's pretty solid. So I'm excited to watch both these teams go at it. If I had to give a prediction, I'd say Wyverns in four.
Wyverns in 4. Can Wyverns get their first win on the season as they wait for their player that is currently on IR to come back? Dino, obviously waiting to see his team do well. Can it happen here? Cinco and Solus. A little double commit there as Postman sends a bang all the way down. Hazak with one touch. Oh, it wasn't a great one though. Postman had an opportunity. That one goes way wide though. Allen now with a pass over to Zay is Postman with a touch, but a demo there from Allen. A little bit of chaos in the backfield, and Zay he's gonna have a free goal here. A little bit of confusion it feels like, and obviously a missed touch here from King Koku, and first goal here for the Warhawks.
It's a little bit of an unfortunate touch there, and Cinco is going to punish them. It seems as though Fenrir is not playing. It's going to be Cinco, Solus, and Hazak. So very interesting lineup. I'm excited to see how they're performing. So far, they're doing a great job, for obvious reasons. So I'm just excited to see what comes next. And honestly, this one might go the distance, just based off the fact that both of these teams are relatively new and they're still trying to find their way in Prospect.
Always love me a game 5 here, and can it happen? But that we're a long way away from that, as game 1 still has to find a winner, as we're only a minute in, and we're already talking about game 5, Galliums. Let's settle down. Let's see what this series has for us. As a couple whiffs, they're gonna allow the Wyverns to create a counterattack. Postman
Whoa!
shot just wide. Allen trying to put that one back mid. King Koku, he's a high flyer. A perfect
Oh!
shot off the post and in. What a bang there.
Oh my goodness. That one was absolutely disgusting. Can you believe that this guy was a sub last season for Prospect? I sure can't. Gladiators really sold with that one. Anywho, King Koku with a great goal, going top rope and just banging it down. What an insane shot from them. And Warhawks, they're going to have to answer back because it seems like the Wyverns' high flying offense could be a problem for them as King Koku gets a nice touch there, but Hazak is going to dish it back out. I think this one is going to be a high scoring series. Both offenses are just looking so good right now.
Yeah, and the defense is, looking for a little bit step up. 2 saves for both these teams though, so it is still, they're not free goals. These are good shots. So I think these offenses are just that good. As another great
Oh,
shot comes in, oh my goodness, the placement, Gallium. Look, there's good defense, but it's just better offense right now.
wow. That is an incredible shot from Hazak. That's a shot that most rival players aren't hitting on a consistent basis. That is an incredible goal. I know you're hitting it on a consistent basis, Flip, but you're not like most rival players. That's for sure. But regardless, very good goal from the Warhawks. That's a great response. You wanted
Oh,
to see that from them, but an even bigger save right there. Wyverns, they're trying to claw their way back into this game one. Let's see if they can do it.
yeah, Warhawks taking off to a nice early lead, and then again, after getting tied up, they once again found a nice answer as Hazak looking for another opportunity. That shot just gonna be
Oh,
wide. Had the opportunity to honestly put it almost anywhere, but just not on target. Now Zay rotating back, but Soulless doesn't get the touch. Hazak had to dive for that save, and he made it happen. King Koku waiting for Zay's touch. Zay getting a double off the ground. Postman with 1 touch. Not a great one. Is Zay gonna put that one off the backboard? Allen's there. Not a great touch. Soulless gonna look for the shot. Soulless putting that one
oh,
away. And the Warhawks pounce on another great opportunity.
what a play from Solus. I mean, Zay with a very nice pass. Allen just can't get the touch on the backboard. And Solus was ready for that one. I feel like every shot that has been put on target has just been so unsavable. It's crazy. It seems like both teams are just shooters right now. I mean, and I'm 100% here for it. You love to see it, especially in Prospect. Some good shooting happening here, but Wyverns, if they want to come back into this series, they're going to have to generate some more chances, some more offense. So far, Warhawks are out shooting them.
Yeah, that was another opportunity there, but Allen got demoed right before he was about to shoot, so good heads-up play there from the Warhawks. Now Zay going for another opportunity. That one going to get pinched away by Allen. As now Solus looking for the pass back mid. That pinch not going to go very far as King Koku passes it back over to Solus. Solus with the back pass over to Hazak. Hazak now looking for a touch. Doesn't have a lot of boost to work with. Couldn't get the 50 either. Zay going to try to take this one back. No, he's taking it to the wall, but not a great touch as King Koku sends out one long. It's over
Oh!
Solus and the backflip of doom. And King Koku puts another one away.
Solus is probably in the most awkward position you can be in when the ball is traveling at that trajectory. Unfortunately, he backflips, but great awareness from King Koku and great placement from him to get it in the back of the net. And now, Wyverns, they're within 1 here, Flip.
Within 1, and I'm not gonna lie, Gallium, I'm expecting 3 more goals this before regulation ends, and we could have an overtime. We could have a 6-2 game. I don't know, but I expect a lot of goals still to come as Allen hits that one off the corner. Postman with the pass. Oh my
Oh,
goodness, Postman had the drop down, but he got bumped and it got sent long. But that's a great pass over to Hazak. Hazak doesn't have the shot. Zay trying to continue the pressure though. Hazak now looking for the double. Oh my goodness, he has the pressure off the backboard. Zay continuing the pressure. Solus maybe a little too far up. That's a great
oh
shot. Solus doesn't
my.
have the save. Don't leave that man back. What are we doing?
That is absolutely ridiculous. What a play from Allen. Getting the outlet pass out to King Koku. He just puts it on target there. King Koku, hats are flying everywhere. All right, 3 goals for him. And, Flip, I'm going to let the chat guess who has all 3 assists to King Koku's 3 goals.
Yeah. Well, if they had any, if they were paying attention to that last one, then they are able to guess. But just really awkward positioning here for the Warhawks sometimes as their third man. They overcommit. They leave their third man in a bad position and a free shot there. And King Koku, he has been striking. Postman not going to have the dunk there. In fact, it's going to be Solus with a
Oh
beautiful shot. Oh my
my.
goodness. Off the bar and down. And Gallium, we have 40 seconds left, and it's 4-3. I told you there's another goal coming, though.
Yeah, no, you definitely did. But what a shot from Solus. I mean, he was the last man back on both of the Wyverns' last 2 goals. Great response from him. You know, you're down but never out. But Wyverns, they need some sort of miracle here to get
Oh my,
back into this game 1. But wait, they might not need one. Oh my goodness, some close chances going on.
Zay with the patience and the composure to read that one off the ceiling. But now Zay's out of the picture. Soulless and Hazak the only ones back. Hazak with a nice touch to the corner. Koku not able to get the touch. Hazak trying to get control. Allen with a good 50, but Zay's already up in the air. Zay can be so dangerous. One touch towards the back wall. That one gonna go wide, but buys more time here. Counting down. 5 seconds remaining. That ball bouncing mid. Really awkward. Allen with the save. 3 seconds. No time left on the clock, actually, is that ball. It's going to hit the corner.
Oh
It's
my.
in the air. Hazak, he's going to look for the shot. That one's going to hit straight down. King Koku keeps it alive. Postman keeping that one alive as well. He gets the
Oh
pass
no.
out. Koku, can he get there? No! And Zay was all the way back anyway, but that looked like an opportunity there, Gallium. You keep the ball up in the air like that, things get crazy.
I mean, what a chance for the Wyverns there to get a last second goal to send this to OT. But overall, what a great game 1. I mean, we were really treated to a great game 1. Dare I say this game 1 is more entertaining than the last series on stream altogether. But
What do you
you
think?
know why it wasn't
What do
entertaining,
you think?
Flip. You know
Uh,
why.
I saw great content last match, but
Oh
you know,
yeah, I'm
this
sure.
was pretty good too, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Warhawks, they did put it all together. I thought they were a more complete team. Um, Wyverns just mainly scored off of just banging the ball deep into the net. So if the Warhawks want to keep up this pressure, they are more than welcome to, because Wyverns, they haven't really made any super impressive offensive chances to generate some goals here. That's what I hope for them to change into this next game. Whereas we're taking it to the train station here, Flip. I'm excited.
Yeah, and now we got to see. I'm excited to see the Wyverns bounce back here at Urban Central. I will say though, Gallium, it's not like the Wyverns didn't have offense. I think they had pretty solid offense. They had good passes. They had good opportunities. I think the actual defense, whenever Zay and Hazak are back, they are actually solid on defense. They don't allow a lot through, but whenever they're overcommitting, that's whenever they get caught out. So it's just about balancing, getting caught out, actually wanting to attack. We are missing some players. It feels like, and we have someone on the Warhawks crashed, so we're gonna have to reset real quick. Um, Crip, luckily, with our admin powers in Rocket League, what a great addition to Rocket League, by the way. That one's actually, it's so nice.
Yeah.
There's some, there's some times where I'm like, man, I wish I could pause. Oh, I can pause the game just like that. So it is pretty nice. But on all seriousness, though, Wyverns, I think, have a great shot at bouncing back if they can solidify their defense a little bit more. Because I feel like their plan of attack works. Counterattacks work, Gallium. It works all the way up into Titan. It works. So if they can solidify their defense, I think they got a real shot here. But Warhawks, they've just looked a little bit better so far.
Yeah, 100%. There, Warhawks finally have all 3 members in the game. Um, I believe Hazak's game crashed, if I'm not mistaken. So glad he's back in the mix. But I mean, Wyverns and Warhawks, this is shaping up to be an incredible series. And game 1 treated us. Game 2, I think the main difference I'm looking for, as I mentioned before, is just the Wyverns just getting that offense really, really buttoned up, right? As we see Warhawks, I mean, that is an
Oh
insane
my
play
god.
coming up from them. That is high level Rocket League. And I just cannot believe that this is what I'm witnessing in Prospect right now.
Yeah, Hazak, he's had a couple of these really solid, soft touches that just kind of set up his teammates. Sometimes it's to the back corner to, I saw him do it to Zay a couple times. He leaves it for Zay with a nice soft touch to the back corner. That one, just a nice little soft drop down pass to Soulless. Hazak right now just kind of showing his prowess of being able to find his teammates and give them receivable passes, but it's going to be King Koku
Oh
doing it
my.
all for the Wyverns here. What a catch and what a flick. Oh my
I
god.
mean, he might have an illegal substance all over his car. I mean, that ball just stuck right to his car, and he flicked it so perfectly there. And King Koku, he's the only one who's scored for this Wyverns team. He has 4 goals in this series, and it's game 2.
4 goals for King Koku. Trying to make it 5 here. Can he
Oh
do the
my.
double? Not going to have the angle. didn't have the boost to get back to it. Postman with one touch. He's going to try to send that one long. Postman looking for another one. That's going to be off the backboard. That one barely wide. Allen was looking for the rebound. Not going to come through here. King Koku with a good challenge. Allen could start to counterattack here. That one's going to be bouncing really awkward. Postman, you don't have the read. That's unfortunate. It bounced just a little too far down. Could have been a great opportunity. And once again, the Wyverns offense is starting to click a little bit. But then all of a sudden, here come the Warhawks. Zay going to get challenged early. Allen with one clear out, but it's going to be over to Soulless. Soulless with a nice touch. King Koku couldn't get a follow-up on it. Hazak now trying to get a little time. He's always so good at taking his time there, but that one going to be a bad 50 as Soulless now clearing that one right back into the corner. And this is where I think the Warhawks are just a little bit better, Gallium. I think they can sustain this pressure for longer with better challenges at the midfield. That one obviously not going the way of the caster curse, but Allen's gonna have a good shot there. That one gonna get saved away. Warhawks are hanging on. Wyverns are striking. Both these teams, they have to give eventually, Gallium, but I don't know who's gonna do it first. Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
Cool.
Wow. I mean, you almost just caster curse that one into existence. But yeah, I agree as oh my goodness. Warhawks are just getting pummeled right now. Oh. Wow. Okay. Things are happening, so I'm just gonna shut up and let you take the reins back. How about that?
Okay, well, what a shot there for Hazak, but it's going to be saved away by Allen as this one now going to be passed from Soulless over to Hazak. Hazak doesn't have a lot of boost. Posting with a nice spawn. Zay going to be waiting back, buying his time for that one. Doesn't get the touch, though. King Koku, guess who's there? It's him. Not going to have the shot on target, though, as Allen now looking for the pass, but that one going to get 50'd all the way out. Postman continuing to put up that pressure, though. Allen going for the turn, maybe looking for a pass, a little bit of a double commit. Postman looking for the 50, not going to go through. Hazak with a nice save, but still more pressure here for Wyverns. Zay, one touch. King Koku able to get a piece of it, but sent straight back to Postman. Zay continuing his pressure, though. Trying to get this ball out of his own half, trying to get this offense going for the Warhawks. I feel like we've seen a lot of Wyverns offense, but the Warhawks offense a little bit quieter so far this game, too. King Koku trying to continue up the pressure, but Hazak once again there in the midfield. A good touch there from Postman. Trying to get a follow. Not the best touch, though. Allen with a log send. That one bouncing really high, really awkward. Soulless just trying to keep that ball in the Wyverns half. King Koku with one touch. Going for the follow. It's only Zay Sinco back, but Zay buying his time, waiting very patiently. And I think these third men, they kind of figured out, okay, we need to just wait a little bit farther back for these passes, these clears. That one could be a little dangerous. Postman does have to get the save. Gallium, there's so much happening. Postman has a shot. Soulless, that's not a great touch. Can we get a follow-up? It's King Koku!
Oh my. Oh my. King Koku, what a play from him. But can we talk about this Postman play? He sends it down. Soulless has to make an awkward touch, and he can't get the save. King Koku, he's there. He's flying in like Superman. And if this is the Wyverns without Dino, when Dino gets back, you know, Bondo might be the smartest GM to ever walk the earth right now, because as soon as Dino gets back, this team is going to have their full potential unlocked. And I'm really liking what I'm seeing so far.
Yeah, Big Brain Bondo, some of them call him. I call him Big Man Bondo because that's my boy. But you know, at this point, he has a big brain too. That's a great 50 from Allen, though, as Soulless now looking for a pass out. That one going to be back to Zay, but the third man, King Koku, sitting a little bit deeper, waiting for those long clears. A good awareness there as Zay pops that ball up high. Soulless not going. King Koku just going to get a touch on it, not allow a free shot. Soulless on the sidewall. Postman beats him there, but that ball floating up high. Allen just going to get one touch. Maybe he's trying to start the counterattack. Look out. Postman's behind you. Postman now trying to take it. He's going to maybe find a pass over to King Koku, but Hazak with the save. Allen, a lot of boost. Gets the beat on one. Gets the double.
Oh.
That one's super awkward. Postman a little too far back. Soulless with one beat. It's a dunk on another. Postman, can he have the touch? No, it's going to be Zay Sinco with a nice shot, but Allen's going to be there for the save. Postman on the wall, not going to go for it. It's going to be Allen with one nice touch, but Soulless is going to have that one. A long clear. King Koku trying to send it back over to his teammate. Postman gets a beat on one. Can he get the follow-up? It's going to be Allen looking for him downfield. Zay Sinco, he's waiting in the corner. Can he have the touch? It's going to be Postman sending it across. Hazak barely able to get the awkward save, awkward touch there off the crossbar. 25 seconds remaining. Zay with one long touch. Allen's going to be there, buying more time, wasting more time, as 20 seconds are all that's left. Zay Sinco in the air, so dangerous, but Hazak has to collect this one, that one, in the corner. Not the best place to be. He's finding a pass. Soulless couldn't get there. That ball still bouncing mid. Guess who's in the air? It's Zay Sinco off the ceiling. He doesn't have the reset. A great clear there. Hazak, one last opportunity. It's not going to fall yet.
My.
That ball bouncing up in the air. That one's going to hit the ground. Gallium, a great game 2 here. Wyverns answer back very crucially. And guess who's on top of the leaderboard? Guess who's scoring the goals, getting the saves, doing it all? It's King Koku.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all, man. I try to put y'all on to King Koku, but no one listened except for Bondo, apparently. So shout out to Bondo for real. But King Koku is just playing ridiculous, and I think part of it has to do with his great teammate facilitators. To be completely honest, like Allen and Postman are constantly looking for passes. They're looking for that next man to pass it to. And yes, that next man always happens to be King Koku, but it's still a great sign to see your team really just outperforming what people would expect from you. Because this is an 0-2 team. They're going up against a very solid Warhawk squad. They're doing great so far, and I mean it's tied 1-1. Anything can happen in the series.
Anything can happen. Game 3. It's a best of 3. Soulless. Well, pop shot there. King Koku says, "Don't worry, Kings. I got this one." As he's going for the flip reset, gets it over Zay. Zay switching to the Finnick. Worst car in the game, by the way. Still, as Postman now up in the air, one touch. That one's gonna be bouncing mid as Zay sinco pass, but it's over to Allen. Allen off the backboard. Hazak a little bit awkward. Oh, Allen! I thought he was gonna go for the demo. Doesn't need it because he's got the striker himself. It's King Koku, baby.
I mean, just look at the aura from Allen there. He's like, you know what? I don't even need to bump you. Okay, I can just have King Koku put in the back of the net for me. It seems as though Hazak was a little scared of what Allen could potentially do to him. That he wasn't ready for King Koku to fly in and make that shot right there. So great play early on, and it seems as though Wyverns are picking up where they left off, Lip.
Picking up right where they left off. And Postman trying to continue it as he gets an insane dunk there on Hazak. Allen up in the air, Cinco with one touch. Soulless on the sidewall, gonna have a clear. Take his time. King Koku with the 50. That ball gonna be sent way high. Hazak now trying to get the clear. Doesn't get the touch though, as it rolled off the ceiling. Cinco, a little bit of time, a little bit of boost. Not much to work with, but it's still able to get past one. Now it's Hazak's turn, but he gets bumped. Allen already up in the air. Sending that one towards the sidewall. A little bit dangerous there as Postman able to get the 50 though. A minute down, and Zay continuing to just have a lot more aerial pressure. I feel like this Warhawks team, you know, they're claiming they're sticking true to their name. I feel like they're in the air a lot more so far this game. As Postman with a nice 50. Maybe you're looking for a shot. Zay single already on top of that one. Doesn't have a whole lot of boost though. Allen, a little bit of time, a little bit of boost. Can he make something happen? It's going to be a pass over to King Koku. That ball bouncing back mid. Postman a little awkward. Still able to get the touch just in time. And I feel like the Warhawks are so close to scoring, but the Wyverns have shut them out just enough so far, Gallium. And now the Wyverns, they had their chance to attack, but this Warhawks team, they got to find something here. It might be Wyverns thrust the way. Too many W names, but Soulless, he's going to have to clear over to Hazak. No shot coming through, and that was their best chance yet. But Gallium, I feel like this Warhawks team is so close, but this Wyverns team just shuts the door on them right in time.
Yeah, great defense from them, but I mean, as you mentioned, it just seems like they're one little moment away from putting the ball in the back of the net, and they just need to keep trying as Postman gets an insane dunk there. What a play from him, and Wyverns, they're keeping it in the Warhawks zone, as I think they would like to, because Warhawks are starting to heat up here, and you don't want them in your zone for too long.
Yeah, too many chances, and it might not just be one that falls. It might be another 3 that start falling. So definitely the floodgates haven't opened quite yet. Soulless gonna clear that one long. Allen a little bit awkward. That bounce favoring Soulless as he might be able to get a pass mid. Guess who's there? It's the back flipping Hazak, as now it's gonna be a counterattack opportunity here for King Koku and the Wyverns. King Koku with one touch. Maybe he's gonna be the facilitator this time. No, Hazak stops that one in his tracks. Postman with one touch. Gonna let Soulless take that one away. Just clears it all the way down. And maybe has a shot. King Koku with the save. Zay Cinco couldn't get there in time. A little bit of a misstep. King Koku, he's apologizing, but his teammate has had his back for that one. King Koku, you got to make that save, though, and he does. As now Allen with one touch. Zay Cinco putting that ball in the air, going towards the back wall. Another 50 onto Postman, and oh my gosh, what a touch from Zay Cinco! The pinch comes by, and Soulless puts that one away. Nobody saw that one coming. What a pinch from Zay Cinco there, as he's able to get it around. And I don't know if I lost Gallium or not, but we are still here and thriving as the Warhawks are, as they have just reignited their offense. Finally, their first goal, and what it seems like forever. but Wyverns not going to go down without a fight. Postman, he's been kind of all over the field so far, as now he's finding a pass over to who? King Koku. Now Postman going to pop that one right back up over to Allen. Allen not going to have the shot there. King Koku trying to keep the pressure up. Sinco now with a one long bang. Didn't have any boost to work with, and he still got a huge clear out of it. Postman, not a great 50. Soulless, nice touch towards the back wall. Gonna waterfall down. Soulless doesn't have the read. Allen has the clear. Sinco, one touch. Soulless, try to get it back to him. Sinco, a little bit of boost. Maybe has Hazak in the midfield, but zero boost there for Hazak. Not a whole lot of boost on this Warhawks team in general. Soulless, only one back with some boost. And now, I don't know if I have Gallium back yet or not, but there seems to be a minute remaining on this clock. And Sinco with an opportunity.
Why?
That one gonna get saved away by Allen. And Gallium, man, it's good to have you back. I don't know how much you've seen, but it's been a kind of a deadlock here. Both these teams trying to find a way through. The defenses have really stepped up.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched the whole thing. It was just my microphone just decided to hate me for a second. So, little unfortunate timing, but we have a little less than 30 seconds here. And the Wyverns, they look so close to scoring, but the Warhawks might just score themselves. That's so close, Flip.
So close, and still 20 seconds remaining here as Postman trying to get that ball cleared. Warhawks, they've had so much pressure. Can they make it count? Allen with the fake. Soulless, he's going to play that one back to the corner. He doesn't have any boost to follow it up, though. He can still get the beat on King Koku.
Oh,
that
my.
ball's fully mid. What a save. Coming out. That Postman making the game saving save. This is going to overtime, Gallium. I thought that was for sure a goal for Warhawks.
That is a ridiculous save, putting it all on the line. He had to be perfect there to make that save. And Postman coming in clutch when his team needs him most. That's exactly the attribute I look for in a good player. And Postman has that attribute. Last season against Hypernova, he got the last second goal in Game 5 to win us that game against them. So he's just that clutch of a player. And there's no more clutch of a moment than that moment that just happened, Flip.
Goal line saves are my favorite thing in the game. But just 0-second goal line saves, oh my goodness. And they just make beautiful things. And honestly, props to Postman for making that save. I don't know if I could have. That was an insane one. Postman and the Wyverns still have to score, though. And who's going to do it? It might be King Koku there. No. Allen couldn't get the touch either. And Hazak with a pinch of a lifetime, sending that one all the way down. Postman calmly collects that one, trying to make a play happen. He's been a solid facilitator for this whole team, but King Koku, he's been the beneficiary. Allen not going to go for that one. As Allen said, going to go for a demo on one. Hazak, not a whole lot of boost. Also gets bumped by King Koku. And King Koku going to take his time on this one. Not any boost left. But Soulless doesn't have a shot. Oh my gosh, Postman not going to put it away. No. Is it going to be King Koku again? No, it's on the post. Allen going to put it away. Oh my goodness. Finally, someone other than the Wyverns, someone other than King Koku on the Wyverns scores. But my goodness, Gallium, I thought they sold the bag there, but they're able to secure the dub.
I mean, it definitely looked like they sold the bag, but what a way to recover. And Allen getting the perfect 50 there. Wyverns are one game away from being 1-2. Okay, especially considering how poorly the season started for the Wyverns. It's definitely going to be a confidence booster to know that you can win with this roster. And honestly, the Wyverns roster is outplaying the Warhawks starting roster, right? So I think they're doing a great job overall as a team. I think they're playing off of each other very well, and the defense from the Wyverns has just been lights out so far.
Oh, no.
And oh my gosh. Oh
Did
no.
you see it? I know you saw it.
I sure did. Fenrir is subbing in for Hazak here. So Warhawks going with a change in personnel. We'll see if it can benefit them. And in my unbiased personal opinion, I think this is a great move.
I think so far Hazak has played really well. He would not have been the player I subbed out. I'm going to be honest. Now,
Me as well.
but that's okay. We will see what happens here on Forbidden Temple. What forbidden things are going to happen? Are we going to see a flip reset and an air dribble here for Allen into the own goal from Soulless? Allen with a great play right off kickoff, though. And oh my goodness, Allen with some control there, but finishes it off from Soulless. Oh, what a beautiful shot. Only 8 seconds into the game.
Wow. What a play coming out from both teams, I guess you could say. A little bit of unfortunate circumstances that they got that own goal, but hopefully the Warhawks can bounce back here as Sinco has been high flying all game. Fenrir, a great ball. That almost is on target, but Sinco is going to finish it. Talk about an immediate impact from Fenrir with the assist. What a goal, though, by Zay to slot that one in the back of the net.
Yeah, I think they just need a little bit more speed. I was noticing the Warhawks, they were just a little too, I wouldn't say slow, but it was just like, I don't know if they were trying to play so composed. It just felt like everything was trying to be in control. Fenrir, that man's flying. That man's going as fast as he possibly can, and it works out there. Maybe he's going to work out here. That doesn't elect to go for that one. Goes for that ball instead, as that ball in the midfield. A little bit awkward. Allen puts that one off the backboard, but Soulless is going to be there for the clear. Postman with a nice shot. That one going to be there. Fenrir couldn't get there in time.
Wow.
An absolute strike from Postman.
I mean, what a ball. You had to time that perfectly to get that much power on it. Postman does just that. Fenrir can't quite get to it. And Postman, that's his first goal of the series. And I mean, that couldn't have come at a better time.
Yeah, his first goal of the series should have been in that overtime, but, we let it slide.
Yeah, we don't worry about it.
No, I honestly, I kind of forgot about it until you said something. But Postman, as he's been playing really well, just all over the pitch. He has been their midfield man, in my opinion. You know who's been their striker?
Oh,
that man right there! Somebody bring out the protractor! Somebody call a lot! It's King Koku in the house!
What in the world? He got up for that quicker than I've ever seen. Oh my goodness. I don't know how he read that, to be completely honest. That ball bounced super awkwardly on the cusp of the ceiling and the backboard, but he reads it perfectly, and he gets a very nice goal to extend the lead to 2 here, flipping. I mean, it's hard not to glaze the Wyverns right now. They're looking great. Oh my goodness. It's Postman to Allen. Everything's falling apart for the Warhawks.
Man, what a touch there. What a shot there from Allen. Postman, if he had the flip reset, it was going to go over the head. If he didn't have the flip reset, Allen was there for the shot. Really solid team play there. The control from the Wyverns, I think, is improved greatly. I mean, the air dribbles, the flip resets, all of it has been super impressive as King Koku launches that ball. Guess who's there? It's Allen, not going to get the touch. I think he had an angle for the goal there, but instead it's going to be Postman popping that ball up high. That's a little dangerous. They go towards the backboard. Soulless with the shot. Soulless with a nice shot behind the defense, putting that one in the back of the net. This lead cut in half now. I mean, it's only a 2-goal lead. It should, there's still 3.5 minutes left. I mean, Gallium, we're hitting 10 goals for each team at this rate. I don't even know what's going to happen anymore.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough, but that's a great shot from Soulless. And, I feel like in terms of individual players, I feel like he's been one of the better Warhawks players. But I feel at the same time that in terms of play style, I feel like he should have been subbed out for Fenrir, because I think Fenrir, Zay, and Hazak would have been a very fast trio. And it's like, as you mentioned, the Wyverns are punishing them for being slow. They're punishing them for taking those solo plays. So I just think they need to switch up their play style to really get this one going. As King Koku tries to place it perfectly, but unfortunately cannot. As Postman gets bumped out by Fenrir, Sinco is going to be up with it. King Koku going to try to get up with it. Now Soulless, a great dunk. And it's now onto the backboard. Postman gets one. Tries to find the flip reset. He gets it, but not enough boost to flip into that one. Fenrir trying to bully King Koku in the corner. Sinco with one touch. A great control touch from him. And what a dunk. It's off, though. That is so unfortunate for the Warhawks. You got to get that one. That's so unfortunate.
Yeah, down 2 goals. That's the goal that you want. Maybe this one right here. Soulless doing it himself. Who should have been subbed out? Not me, he says, as that one gets put in the back of the net. I think Soulless has picked it up a notch. In terms of speed and in confidence, this man, he is just diving at everything, and it is working out for them, as it's only a 1-goal lead now, Gallium. 3-4. I mean, like I said, we're only halfway through the game, Gallium. There's so many more goals yet to come. Who is going to step up next? I got money on a certain King Koku, but I don't know if he's the odds-on favorite. But this man right here, Sinco, it's been a little quiet. Postman, he's trying to make a play happen. It's going to be Fenrir, though, making that save. And Sinco trying to continue the play. But it's going to be Allen, not going to have the shot, though, in 2 minutes remaining. King Koku did not get the touch there. It was a good follow-up from Zay. Zay, maybe with the shot. Zay with the shot, but Allen with the save. And Gallium, these defenses, they're holding on because these offenses are on fire right now.
It's such high-flying action I'm considering just muting my mic and letting you handle the rest of this. I mean,
Whoa.
it just every time it seems like there's a moment of rest, these guys just absolutely pummel each other's nets. It is like a heavyweight bout here. You know, they're swinging for the fences here, and we're gonna see a knockout here sooner or later.
Who will deliver that blow, though? That is the question. Minute and a half remaining. Allen with a 50 onto Zay. King Koku with the pass over to Allen. That ball going to be bouncing really high. King Koku going to get that first touch, though. Sinco not a great touch. Postman backflips. Postman still going to get the beat. That one's towards the backboard. Postman doesn't have the double. Fenrir going to clear that one over the side. Allen going to try to get a challenge. That ball kind of awkward. King Koku, don't go for that one.
Oh,
He's last man. Fenrir, the bounce is so bad for him. But Soulless still keeping that ball in play. Fenrir, do you have the shot? The angle. Fenrir putting it away. Top bins, tying this game up.
I mean, you just see the patience coming out from Fenrir. What a pass from Soulless. He knows he doesn't have to rush this touch. I don't know if it was a comms thing, but that's an incredibly intelligent play from Fenrir to put it in the back of the net. And it's 4-4 here, Flip. I mean, I think there's going to be at least like 5 more goals.
I mean, Galleon, we're gonna get to overtime, and it's not gonna be golden goal. It's gonna be first to score 5 or something like that. Like, change the overtime rules for this game, this team. That's it. That's all. That's all we need. I want more goals. I want more action. Not enough time on the Rocket League clock. Only 45 seconds remaining. King Koku, he says there's still time for me to score. That ball, he was delivered mid. A huge bump on his A. A triple whiff. Postman trying to sit on his own back corner. That one gonna get cleared away over to King Koku, though. King Koku gonna have it one touch. Soulless, not a great touch. King Koku with a follow. Soulless trying to get there first. He gets a touch. Postman able to get the 50 as well. Allen, touch up high. That ball into the corner. Zay, little awkward. Allen passing that ball mid. King Koku putting that ball back into the corner. A little awkward. Postman gonna be the first one there. Trying to get that last shot that he had. You know, a screamer. Not gonna happen there. But Fenrir still trying to hold off this Wyvern. Excuse me, Wyvern's attack. Opportunity for Zay. Allen's gonna let it drop, right? No, okay, he wants to save points. I respect that, but we finally have overtime. Is this the first overtime, Gallium? Correct me if I'm wrong, but
This is the
I
first
I
overtime, I think.
I think I don't know, but golden goal for these guys.
Oh.
Whoever scores first. Oh man, I'm not surprised it's right off kickoff. These guys, the defense. Who needs defense? The offense come out to play. Allen over to Postman. Postman putting it away. Huge win here for the Wyverns. That's a 3-1, right? Oh my, the series is over.
Yeah.
I want more.
Yeah, I know. I feel you. But, you know, that's how Prospect is. You know, it's one of the more entertaining leagues. And in my opinion, the most entertaining league in terms of just pure gameplay. But, I mean, they proved that tonight. What a great performance by both teams. Really, I think the Warhawks have everything to be proud of. The comeback was very respectable. I think they played great. Fenrir stepped up big when he came in. He subbed in. He stepped up really massively for his squad. But Wyverns just, I mean, they had just more opportunities and they capitalized off more of them. So that's just how Rocket League works, unfortunately. But I mean, fun series overall.
Fun series, and I mean, honestly, 10 times more entertaining than the series before this one, for sure. But Gallium, I just want to say, first off, you know, thank you for casting with me. It's always good to have you in that booth. It's always a great time. I miss casting with you, Gallium. We need to do it more often.
Yes, we certainly do, Flip, and you know it's always a. I got to cast with my 2 favorite casters. Don't tell anyone else today. So you know I'm a happy little clam. But I mean, yeah, I'm just a little guy. All right, you know,
Okay.
I'm a little guy who likes Rocket League. You know, but overall, I had a pretty good day today in terms of like series. So thank you for all the teams who showed out today, and you know that includes you, Flip. Matter of fact, that does include you. Thank you.
That thank you, and also thank you to all our sponsors, our donors. It could not be possible without all of y'all. So thank you guys very much. I wonder if we have a little slide so I could see who to thank, because I mean all the names have been scrolling across the screen. Is there a? I'm trying to find it. I swear there's a little. It's okay, Crip. You don't have to have it updated. Shout out to all the sponsors, and thank you very much to everybody that donated. Any Twitch subscribers as well. Thank you for all the love and support. Thank you guys for tuning into the stream. Gallium, we're gonna be back on Wednesday with some more games, some more action, and I mean, I'm ready because if it's anything like we just saw, it's going to be high flying, a lot of fun to watch, and I can't wait for Wednesday to watch even more of it.
Yeah, I totally agree. But I mean, that's probably a great way to end it off. To be completely honest, I'm excited for Wednesday. Um, feel Make sure you schedule your games. You get that all sorted out. You probably already should have scheduled your games, matter of fact, but just make sure your team is scheduling those games and get some scrims in, guys. All right, you only get better with scrims, so hopefully people take that lesson. But thank you again, Flip, for casting with me. And I mean, if you don't have anything else to say, I guess we could. I guess we could just end the stream now.
Yeah, no, it's time to get out of here, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll be back Wednesday at 8 o'clock. We'll see you guys then. Deuces.